Hello, welcome to the House of Sugar Creek. I am Taylor Bradford. I'm excited that you're here because today we got work to do. So we are going to be setting up for a back to school session for a kindergartner, and I'm so incredibly excited. However, I have to get this space behind me completely cleaned up and ready for her session, which is next week. So that is the task for today. So this is our petite studio, and you can see that right now it's kind of a catch-all. I did have it set for social subscription when we were actually doing sessions, branding sessions for social subscription. So I need to put this stuff away so I can clear out the studio and make room for a back to school setting and also a really cute reading nook with our birchwood teepee that is wrapped in twinkle lights, and it'll be the perfect little setup for her kindergarten back to school session. So let's start with the glassware because that is what is out all over the place right now. Lots of clear glass. I've got some pink glass over there. I've got some blue glass over here, and I got to get all of these big pieces of furniture out of here so that I have a blank slate to set up for her session. Oh, and there's some light green glass peeking out over there. So that is the task. Here we go. One thing I know for certain is that I have tried to count my glassware, I don't even know how many times. And when you buy as fast as I buy, I can't keep track. And I have pulled down the glassware, which I'll show you the area where the glassware gets stored. I've pulled it down so many times, and I need to just pull it all down at once and get it all out so I can count it. And that way I can get it reorganized and back up there and get it photographed before I do that. I've started photographing it, but I'm a one-woman show. And sometimes that is super overwhelming when you have a lot of little stuff, and yeah, it's just super overwhelming. And I don't know why all of this, actually I do know why. This glassware was stored in glassware racks because it had gone out. And then my amber goblets went out and they needed to be in the glass racks, and I haven't pulled them out and repackaged them and put them back up. Oh man. So yeah, it's give and take all the time around here. So time to package these up. I don't know where I'm going to put them. They're going to have to go, you know what, they're going to have to go back in their glass racks. The amber glass is going to have to go. That's what I'm going to have to do. The amber glassware is going to have to go back in the amber glassware totes because these guys live in the glass racks. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. That is what we're going to do. Let me show you what I mean. All right, so back over at the front of the warehouse, and I say the front, it's basically the loadout area. We have glass racks. There's two under this box, a third one under that lid. I believe that's the three, and they have amber glassware in them. So what we're gonna do is get the amber glassware out, repackage it, and then we will get the amber totes down. You can tell I have a lot to do. It's always something to do. Hopefully soon I can hire help. So we have amber goblets tote there, and I believe there's another one somewhere else, but we will find it. It might be down on the floor somewhere because that's for sure not going to fit them all. So those two right there, I believe, are just clear glassware. I will double check because I'm probably going to need them. And then we have some right here and that should all be clear glassware. So we got to get the clear glassware back where it goes and the amber goblets back where they go. And I need to double check the amber because we definitely have that going out this fall. And I think I still need to purchase some or source some. It's not like you can go out and purchase amber glassware. You got to go find it. All right, so I put the glassware on a rolly cart. That way I could use my farm table as a holding ground for these beautiful amber goblets. That way when I'm actually ready to pack them back up, I can do so from here. And I mentioned that I have difficulty keeping track of when I've inventoried something and when I haven't. Glassware will probably be the bane of it because I have notes all over the place. I have notes here. I think these are good. I didn't put a date on it, so that's a bummer. But eventually, I will get there. Eventually, I will be super organized. But sometimes that's just challenging when you do it by yourself. All right, let's move on to loading this guy back up. I keep hesitating on this one because it's actually a wine goblet, so I'm not sure why I stuck it in this mix. It doesn't really matter all that much, but I do have glassware that is specifically a water or a tea goblet. And like for example, I believe this one's more wine than anything else. So here, just kind of tuck it over here. This one is super lightweight too, so I believe it is also a wine goblet. So we're gonna pull those guys out of the mix and see what we get. All right, that's my first rack of 25, so it's time to walk it over to the glassware area. I'm gonna get rid of this. So there's really no need to keep it. It is no longer sanitary. Just toss it on the ground. And now we're going to unload this one, which is also full of amber. I'm going to wheel it back over here and get it unloaded. Alright, there's not a whole lot of room to work up here, which I need to take care of. Because we got stuff coming up here and I got stuff scattered everywhere. Like, I don't even know what this color is. Let's find out together. This is my dark green. Look how pretty. Dark green. So my dark green is down below. We're gonna go ahead and take these guys down there. Even though that means I'm gonna have to walk them back up eventually. It will at least clear some space for me to maneuver around up here without feeling nervous. One of my goals with my glassware is some of the specialty colors. I'd really like to get to a minimum of 50. 50 is always the goal because I can do a backyard party for up to 50 and have multiple options for colors for glassware. So some of it I haven't been super successful in locating, but it's always a journey. And then once I get to 50, I'll move the goal to 100. But with the main colors like amber, and I have an olive green, And this blue collection, I want to get all 3 of those guys up to 200 count so that I have that as an option. And pink. I need to get pink up there too. It's always a work in progress. Like I said, a journey. Alright, so I think this is the last, oh, I say that out loud. What is this? This feels like green. It is. Y'all, look how pretty this emerald is. Look how pretty this emerald is. And it's got a gold rim. So pretty. But again, I'd like to get at least to 50 of this kind of emerald color. Alright, let's think. I see a few more green hanging out back here. Well, I just thought I could accomplish it all that day. As you can see behind me, that didn't happen. Today I'm going to pick up where I left off, and I know you're watching this as if nothing happened because it's a video that I edited together. But I'm going to pick up where I left off, which was obviously wrapping glassware. But I did get all of that done, which is good, and I need to get this amber glassware somewhere, probably just back in a tote. So that's what I'm gonna do, because I have a studio session tomorrow morning for the kindergartner who I mentioned previously. Totes, see? Make a mess. Hopefully my mess gets cleared up soon. Let's grab this tote and let's get this glassware packed up and back up on the shelf so that I can clear out the remaining items and show you the super cute setup that I've got for her session tomorrow. So, chop chop, Taylor. Let's do this. Here is the final setup that was used this morning for a little girl's school photos. And she thought the teepee was so magical. And I have to say, it is really magical looking. I've already seen some of the previews, and oh my gosh, she is so cute in there. I went and picked up some crayons and a little coloring book and some books, and she brought a lot of her own toys and added it into the teepee scene. This is my dog from growing up, so I incorporated that, and this is the setup. This is what they used today. How cute is it? Oh my gosh, I love it. Yes, so I'm gonna get back to it, and if you missed last week's episode, which was my adventures to Abilene, you definitely need to go take a look at it. Watch last week's episode because I'd love for you to take a peek at those adventures and go watch my other videos if you caught last week's episode. If you haven't already subscribed to Sugar Creek, I would so appreciate you subscribing so that you're alerted when I release new episodes, which are every Friday at noon, or really close to noon. Sometimes life happens, and I'm human. But Fridays at noon, new episodes are released. I would love it if you would like this video, give me a thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button. Go watch the video.